Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Crusader Kings II After the End. In the last episode, we finished our war with the Holy Columban Confederacy and ripped off the entire Kingdom of Carolina down here, so that's really good. We just need to clean up some of this little bits here, and then, well actually, specifically these two, so that we get the full Old Dominion in our territory, but we have a truce with them, so we shall see. Now, the other thing that I did at the end of the episode was I went ahead and declared a war to go grab this. I was like, you know what, we're just going to knock this out. And I completely forgot about my threat. So I was a little bit confused as to why, like, these guys, the Hudsonian Empire, joined in a war that I was fighting with the Redcoat Dominion. I'm like, what's going on there? But, you know, after the end of the episode, I looked at this and goes, oh, that's right. There is massive defensive pacts, right? That are, you know, against me. So if I look at the diplomatic map mode, where's diplomatic? Diplomatic map mode. Now you can see who I'm at war with. I'm at war with everybody. And so that's a small problem. That is a small problem. So I was looking at this and thinking about it. If I could beat these guys' armies, the Hudsonian army is the biggest army right now that I would have to face. If I could, you know, beat that army in the field, you know, I have allies. You know, I could probably do it. I could probably beat their army in the field. Nobody else really has much to contend with, but this would be a long, hard fight for me to win for only a single barony holding, right? For nothing other than to get rid of this different colored spot in my territory. I'm not entirely sure I want to fight this war out for that gain. Because what else I could do? I could just surrender out of the war. You know what? I can just go here, say surrender. I would lose some prestige. I would lose a significant amount of money, but that's about it. No big deal, really. And just go ahead and say, you know what? We'll come back and do this later once the threat has died off a little bit, and then we can only fight one guy at a time, or maybe just two guys at a time, instead of this turning into the kind of cluster that we're in right now. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. If I'm going to fight this, if I'm going to fight a war like this where I take on everybody all at once, I want a lot more than one county out of it. You believe you me. I want a whole stinking kingdom if I'm going to fight this. So I'm going to surrender out. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and do that. Just say, we are done. I made a mistake. Don't know what I was thinking. There we go. Budget deficit, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's go ahead and stand down my armies. Oh, we got an open council position. We need an advisor. Who has the biggest army? Chicagoland, New England. Let's go with... Actually, let's go with Appalachia. That's fine. And we need a new designated regent. And a new commander. A couple of new commanders. Alright. And also, you know, we're not even at full strength. I'm 3,000 troops down to my personal levy, and a little over 20,000 troops down from my vassals. So, having those forces to utilize would also help. So, threats at 59%. We'll just let that burn off a little bit. Party soldiers flying the banner of Oligarch Kiefer the Brute recently set up camp in the middle of a field belonging to a farmer in Cayuga. According to the farmer, the campfire spread out of control. Oh, yeah, we'll just pay for the fines. Oh, yeah. Well, monthly balance is at plus 61. Our economy is pretty good right now. Alright, the other thing I probably will want to do is come in here and say enforce realm peace. Tell everybody to stop fighting. See, now, I could raise levy, but I would have had no morale. Oh, Tycoonship of Gotham just came back. Direct vassals. I guess we'll go with Connecticut. Grant Viceroyalty of Gotham. Allegheny. Interesting. You know what? I'm just going to give it to this guy. Grant Viceroyalty. Allegheny. There we are. Why is up north separate? Or to revoke Green Bay. What's this? Pre-calamity mechanical calculator. I think I already had that. Alright, realm. Well, peace will be enforced in 80 days. Okay. Then we'll see what's going on. Now, did I get a whole bunch of truces out of that? Truce with that guy. Because we just released him independent. And we have a truce with the Redcoat Dominion, but nobody else. Okay. How do we not have a truce with the Holy Columbian Confederacy? Adalbert says his favorite toy is missing. My son. He won't go to bed without it. Let's see. May gain fussy. Guess I have to go find it. Happy with upbringing. May gain fussy. Okay. We can usurp. I'm not worried about usurping. Duchy of Watauga. No, we're not worried about that right now. Alright, well, realm peace is enforced. Alright, does Michigan look correct now? Yeah, it does. Okay, good. I'm waiting for Superior to come back because I gotta deal with this stuff up here. Lately, I've become afraid that someone might want to hurt me. I am thinking about hiring two food tasters and maybe a bodyguard would be a good idea. I was like, gaining trait paranoid. I did not get trusting, which is okay. Trusting is not the best trait in the world. Alright, let's go attack the Knights of Columbus. Uh, 20th of May, 26th of May. This is a holy order. It probably won't generate me any war score to beat them. Oh, nope. It appears it did. Alright, you guys can disband. And we have won the holy war against the Pope. Let's see, he loses piety. Catholics lose moral authority. And we gain a bunch of prestige and piety. Yes. Crusade for Chicagoland fails. New important decisions. We're going to hold a grand tournament. You know what? Let's hold that grand tournament. Salvage expedition. And we can do the salvage expedition as well. Might as well do that. Probably once the grand tournament is over, we will go on a salvage expedition. Loyal servants, such as I, truly deserve some recognition as rewards from time to time. What does he want? The enterprise of licking? No! That is mine. I have spent a lot of money building this territory up. I will personally pay. Recent events have increased your grasp of stewardship. Stewardship +2. Nice. I am pleased to hear that after a period of peace and shrewd management, the county of Akron is doing very well. People are happy and the tax collectors are reporting record intakes. Akron prospers. Very good. It's time to let the tournament begin for the next 2 months. Let all those show their martial brilliance. And let's see how many people are going to get killed. Alright, he got wounded. Another guy got wounded. Wounded. Maimed. 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 See, wounded isn't bad. Maimed is bad. Oh, and that guy got killed. What is going on over here? Tragically been maimed. What is happening here? Defending against Joffrey the Cruel in Independence League. Oh look, I'm going. Gasperia. Your guest Bessemer has tragically been killed. Wounded. Wounded. Somebody else got killed. More wounded. The larger and larger the realm gets, the more and more people participate in these tournaments, the more and more people get hurt during my tournaments. Killed, wounded, maimed. I'm probably sure that everybody that's participated in this tournament's gotten hurt in some way. Alright. Arrange betrothal. My vassal, the Viceroy of Gotham, and her son. My aunt. Yeah, sure. Edward fought his way to the 3rd place in my grand tournament. Hetman Edward of Jackson. Sagramore's bravery. The commander of the Old Dominion. Tom Steinbach has been crowned the winner. One of my kinsmen, commander of Worcester, heir to the enterprise of Worcester. Alright, so let's go ahead straight from the tournament to a salvage expedition. Rust cultist, no. New bird has arrived. Let's go out for a hunt. Ursuline Faith, yes, that would be my destination there. Assault the tech priests. It was more aggressive than the ones I'm used to. It killed many rabbits, but was unwilling to relinquish its catch. It even attacked me when I tried to pry one away. Gains a trait depressed. Poetry is safer. Here comes my son. Goodness, diplomacy is climbing up there. Alright, we'll set out with our men. Let's improve. Noble customs, church infrastructure. I'm going to leave that there for now. Ruling from your court has increased your sense of justice. Ah, we gain the trait just. Very good. High Fabricator Gelbin the Holy. Stewardship and learning. And opinion. Salvage in neck. Ruins are picked clean. We could try another place. Oh, looks like we didn't get anything. We need to designate a new regent. No, we need venerable elders. My modest attempts to write poetry was never meant to be published in any way. Wherever I go, bards and minstrels are reciting or singing my poems. Fame and fortune awaits. We get poet, which increases our diplomacy. That looks good. What else do we need? Another regent. We just designated a regent. It'll be you then. Oh, my kinswoman wants to go traveling. Send some troops with her. Ah, raiders. The Antinomian heresy is spread. How does Rust Cultist look? Rust Cultist is looking very good. Now, where do we have... Where were you proselytizing? Still proselytizing in Puckaway, okay. And it hasn't converted yet. What's our threat at? 55%. So, yep, can't really do much until I get that below 50%. My courtier, Belair Ticknor, just informed me the oligarch Wayne of Raritan tried to recruit her to a scheme to seduce my wife. That Randy Goat. My daughter needs a focus. Get her thrift. Down to 54. It's going to take a little bit for that to come off. Now, are these guys in the same defensive pact? Yeah, they are, and actually they're in one of the largest defensive pacts. So either my vassals take it, or I think I have to try something else. Open council position, a court chaplain. Alright, well, get you back out there. Court physician. Governor of Columbia. And any epidemics? No. Yeah, I think that mechanic is not working correctly in this version of the game, either because it's just not working correctly in the mod, or because this is a save from a previous version, it just isn't going to work right. Oh well, no big deal. I want to get everything east of the Mississippi. And once I have everything east of the Mississippi, then an old wound is aggravating and painful. May the machine parents have mercy on us. Oh no, I got infected. borrow money. Let's do some study. At the moment, we're pretty much just in a waiting game. Waiting for the threat to come down. Truce. Truce. I really can't go to war with anybody while this offensive pact stuff is still going. Peasant revolt has declared a peasant revolt from Buckthorn. I hate my life. I really do. Concentrate depressed. Does that mean... Yeah, I could commit suicide. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Let's march in, we'll build up, and then we'll take out these 3,400 men with this peasant revolt. And I just died. Okay. Gilbin has died, succeeded by High Privy Adalbert. Died of an infected wound. So be it. We are 10 years old, which means we need to go through a regency. Alright, I need to get educated by somebody who is a very good diplomat. He's Russ Cultus and Rossborn. He is a great eminence. He's a poet. This guy's a charismatic negotiator. Better stats across the board. Yep, we're gonna go with him. Send. Alright, open council positions. I need a marshal. Alright, let me see what I got. He's a better diplomat. He's actually a way better diplomat than this guy. Oh man, am I gonna lose my stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna lose my stuff. Hold on, what's going on here? Appoint. Appoint you. There we go. Have you improve our diplomatic relations with Toronto? I need a steward. Who is my best steward? Who is a vassal? Okay, there we go. Let's get your research and some tech. Let's get a chief diviner out there. And let's get them proselytizing. And you train troops. Council's discontent. Special title action. Set ground focus. I'm gonna set it there. Two titles can be usurped. Duchy of the Triangle. Yes, usurp that. De jure duchies. The Triangle. Grantland a title. The Triangle. What? Alright then, we'll take care of that later. The men's too big. Bequeathing your late father. Nope, lost that too. Alright. We need to look for a wife. We can do that when we come of age, I think. Victory. My mother. My mother is 28. Young Helen has finished her education stewardship. It is evident that she has excelled in her studies. Oh, she was in my dungeon. Speaking of the dungeon, prisoners. Okay, ransom you. A peasant revolt, another peasant revolt. Sneaking peasants. Yeah, let's just ransom these people off. Oh, wait. That. Is something we want to deal with. But I'm not worried about the revolt. Actually, I don't think it's even anywhere. I don't see revolt. Alright, well, let's just crank things up. Speed 4. I'll just roll a little bit. Council's going to be discontent until July 4th, 3125. So next year. Just about arranged betrothal. My mother with a 12-year-old kid. Sure. That's a little creepy. They're trying to loot. To the filthy infidel Adalbert, tales of your misdeeds are told from New York to California. This is a formal declaration of war. Our army shall meet on the battlefield. Who are you? Ecumenical Church Council. Ecumenical Church Council, that's the only title he holds. Bishopric of Atlanta. What? Okay. The Bishopric of Atlanta. Okay, well, I have an army that I'll just march down there. One children lack an education focus. Me. Apparently. Okay, we are curious, we are fussy, we are brooding. Affectionate, curious. Fussy kind of counteracts it. But we are working on diplomatic education. Alright, actually, let's move you guys down here. We got Commander. We need a couple of venerable elders. Oligarch Harley of Outer Scraggleland has usurped the title Enterprise of Des Plaines from Velbor Steinbach. Oh, more heathens. Yeah, your army doesn't stand a chance. Alright, we're just gonna march into Atlanta and siege down the church. Actually, let's beat his army one more time. There we go. I want everything is in good order, and I'm willing to spend the time that it takes. I lose fussy, and I gain patient. Nice. My sister. Get her thrift. More heresies. Oh, it's finished. Alright, so you don't need to be doing this anymore. You can come down here and proselytize there. Governor Aripert of Ohio offers to help you out with your financial situation. And we gain... Why are we negative gold? I demand you grant me a position on your council in return for the favor you owe me. Not sure which council position he gained. You can usurp the Duchy of Sandhills. Let's go ahead and do that. Usurp that duchy. And can I actually hand out the title? Grantland the title. The triangle. No. Oh, it looks like that I haven't actually handed out the Grantland title. Nope, they just will not do it. Let's see. Who do I want to give the viceroyalty to? I guess you. Grant viceroyalty. Yep, send it. But now these guys didn't transfer. Transfer vassalage. Fayetteville. Transfer vassalage. Cape Fear. Transfer vassalage. Wall. Yep, there we go. Transfer vassalage. Durham. Transfer vassalage. Raleigh. There we are. Now, let me grant the landed titles. Council does not want to vote. And if I granted him the landed title of the Sandhills, no, they would still reject it. Victory. I'm not willing to hand out favors to that many people. Alright, so have this army march over there. We'll beat their army one more time. Then we'll call this an episode. What's my threat at? 45%. Nice. The threat seems to bleed off a lot faster when you are no longer the actual person who generated the threat, when you've gone through succession. Council. Alright, offer peace and force demands. Yes. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Defensive packs. They're still there. They're still there, so going to war with the Holy Colombian Confederacy might not work, but what kind of troops can I put in the field? 111,000. 81,000. We can't do anything until he becomes an adult anyway, so 3 more years. Alright, well, we'll continue working on that when we come back. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.